the lane phase.
Sivir.
And Rekkless knows how to play alongside this one. He was a king on that Sivir. I don't know. When you look into the front line, are you comfortable, or do you bring something in the lines of an Alistar to try and peel and protect, or do you go crazy and bring? Okay,
wouldn't be too bad. Rekkless feels a Bard game, and you know what? I see the angle for it. It's 4 dashless champions. Nocturne's the only champ that can technically spell shield it, so I don't mind it. And when you think about some of the answers that you would maybe see into a Bard, it's like you'd go something like Blitzcrank or something like really like trying to break the game. Alistar is just a very standard, champ, but he's going to struggle to follow up on the dive with, Nocturne, depending on how far Santorin goes time and time again. Yeah. I feel like this is potentially the kind of pick where if I'm Rekkless, I could be looking to have a bit of an all-timer game on the Bard. We'll see how he navigates it, though.
Yeah, I kind of like the group up strat from the Rats, to be honest. Like, I'm just worried.
For Los Ratones, I do think Los Ratones have got themselves a more comfortable comp this time around. The biggest problem was Bals fell behind on a Quinn, and Quinn just doesn't do anything when that champion falls behind. Gragas is a champion who can fall behind. It's not the end of the world, so I much prefer this draft for them. Nord, though, they're grouping up. They're looking for a little bit of a group play action here. Santorin separates himself from his team and just walks into all of Los Ratones, but Bals is actually the one who's now getting run down. He's isolated. He's going to belly bop over the wall towards Rekkless and towards safety. Nobody goes down, but Nord, it looks like they're scouting for a potential lane swap here.
Right, but just not die by over diving in the backline when there's no follow-up.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for now, that is when level 6 comes in. So early, what is going to be the game plan? I mean, like, Nocturne's not particularly famed for his 3-6 ganks. And lane swap has broken out. This time, Bals on the Gragas definitely going to be able to handle those lane swaps a little bit better. Actually, the refillable pot as well, so it's a little bit more sustained in the lane, while Brownie and Rekkless able to get an early shove in. Vizichachi's already eaten a fair amount of poke, but I don't think they're going to go for a tower dive, especially with the fact that Velia is on the other side of the map. Santorin is making his way up towards top side, clearing upwards, so there is an angle available to potentially look for something, but the reset's coming in. Doesn't look like it's going to be the game plan. Chachi's going to be hard to poke.
Ratone's bot lane's original lane was top lane, so that's where they're headed to right now. Chachi just about DP'd into this lane, and he's about to be... Oh, hold up.
Flash comes over from Santorin, looking for Bals. Bals has that flash if he can get to the wall in time, but the flash! The silence from Vizichachi secures first blood.
Very well played. I actually think it was a bit of an overstep right there from Bals, because he had done a fantastic job getting Chachi super low, and the rotation was already coming through from Crowny and Rekkless, so there was a pretty low Cho'Gath that would have to be, unfortunately, in a 1 versus 2. But now dying, now that Santorin is out of the picture, we're going to see a little bit more pressure towards the top, but again, a little bit of an overstep. My bad, guys. On me. And he's going to head towards that bot side of the map. Oh, clean.
No, he just goes down. Nice little tower dive there from Velia, who's actually going to be able to make his way into the jungle and break away. I don't think Santorin's going to catch him. Treats may stop the recall on Nemesis, but not really going to achieve much. Just going to lose a chunk of health. As Velia running into Santorin potentially, but Santorin not going to be able to find him. Rekkless makes sure that Velia gets out nice and safe. Yeah, it's going to be able to hold the wave nice and easy here. Bit of a force here for the side of Nord. They're not really going to be able to go for a tower dive. The Treats is angling it. They spot it out. They're actually bringing Santorin in the area. Ignite thrown down by Treats. Bals is going to lose that healing cut on him fairly soon. Are they going to be able to play the stop game? Is he going to be able to make the escape? Dodging all the spells, dodging the Qs. I mean, he can just catch the wave with a Q. Clear it out as effectively as possible. Bals gets knocked back under the tower. Gets caught by the knockup from Santorin. And Treats is the one to get the kill. They should be able to take a tower plate off the back of that. As Velia going to move over towards the grubs and answer back. I feel like we're finally in a game state where both these teams are actually firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared though, because this sort of mirrors game 1 and game 2, where Los Ratones are like, listen, we're respecting Bals. TP's back into a 3-man again.
He might find himself in some serious danger. Gets the knock up. Treats is going to go down. Bals finds the turnaround. Cast comes out, sends them back in. Fool him once. You're not going to get him twice.
absolutely insane right there. From Baus and Treats. Flash came through too late from Treats. And he ends up going down to the ramped up tower.
Oh, Velliot getting a little bit of bullied thrown in from Treats, but the problem is Chachi losing a fair amount of HP. Tower's getting turned onto. The paranoia is thrown out on the bottom side of the map as they are looking for the gank onto Baus. Baus will be going down off the back of that, but ultimately this could just come at the cost of that first tower. Crowny's been whittling away at that one slowly and surely. And NORD, they've now used that paranoia. They've now used that close onto them. And Velia's still in the area. He's still got level 6. This could be very dicey for NORD.
They're looking to push with the next wave. They do have cannon as well. And there's nowhere near to defend. No teleports to come in to defend. Velia pushing them off over to tier 2.
Oh, good lockdown. That could be the opportunity. Velia has that ultimate still, but doesn't get enough damage off. And to blade the Ruin King. Tower number 1 goes over to Crowny. And that's already 1 feat stack charged. NORD do have the kills, though. So they've denied the kill opportunity. It's going to have to be for objectives for Lost Ratones. Or Nemesis.
A little bit redemption arc for Nemesis for game number 3. Wasn't a great Zillion showing.
I don't think the Zillion was the problem in game number 3 trouble. I think Nemesis did as well as he could with what he was given. And what he was given was a 0-8 Quinn top lane.
Hey, man. He initiated the dying, okay? Level 1. Come on.
Yeah, sure. My bad.
Can't always blame Baus.
I mean, we can for that last game, but Baus has played very well outside of that.
Go. That's a fair and square level 1 right here. Level 8 on both. Ultimate up on both.
Baus is doing good. He's juggling around the edge here. Chachi's actually losing a lot of HP. He's got the cask available. Catches him with the Q. Baus
flash.
Forces the flash out from Chachi. I think Chachi's just been out of mana meant. He knew that he couldn't take that fight anymore. He was losing the fight as it was. He had no spells. That was just dunzo. Rekkles could turn the tower off, or you could just put No Way in a terrible position. They're going to line everything up. He's going down. No Way is picked up by Nemesis. Velia stills the form as well, just for a bit of extra health. And with Grubs up, that's probably where the attention's going to be going here for Lost Ratones. They got 3 already. They're looking to make it 6.
Yeah, great jungle support synergy right there. Both Rekkles and Velia focusing on that mid lane.
That might be one dead robot. There he goes. Shut down for Santorin. That could deny any more Grubs going over. Velia was able to get 1 so he denies the feat stack, but not getting 5 and 6 is going to sting a little bit just because Nemesis greeded for a tower plate. Oh, he got
great snipe right here from Mati. Okay, he wasn't from that far away, so it was a snipe. It was an insane snipe, but still, it hits Nemesis. Nemesis greeting for the tower plate in mid. It's very easy to sort of forget champions like
Skullcraft as a denial pick here. And the fight is on for those boot upgrades. Teleports coming in as Baus got a big deep shove on the top side and now moves over to join his team. Treats needs to be a little bit careful. Baus hasn't been seen yet. He's on that ward, which is his own. As it will get spotted out by Maddie. They know what's going on. Santorin no ultimate though, so I think Lost Ratones is just going to be able to pick up this first dragon for themselves in their second stack. As No Way is forced to flash from Rekkles' Tempered Fate. Does not want to be getting caught by that one. We saw an ult come out from X-Manny. It went between the goalposts in the bot side. And, I think the action is going to simmer off now.
I don't know if No Way has had flash for the last 12 minutes and 45 seconds at all. I feel like Lost Ratones have done a stellar job at keeping him grounded in the mid lane and now bringing 5 members onto Treats and X-Mati, waiting for the wave. Santorin hiding in the bush. Does have the ult Santorin. And just back off, come back in for a few more tower platings. Now they're pulling TP. Chachi on the back line.
Throwing everything down onto Nemesis, who has flash. He's going to blow it out and try and get the escape. There's going to be the portal to safety, but X-Maddie's able to secure the kill. They get the lockdown onto Maddie. Velia dives in forwards, gets that Blade the Ruin King off, but doesn't go in with the Heartbreaker. Just cools it off. They lose Nemesis. Fantastic lockdown, fantastic flank from Chachi. Really, really well played by NORD.
Yeah, but now what? I feel like this is what I've been seeing in games 1 and 2. NORD claps back, and that's great. However, there's nothing to take on the map.
Slips down that kind of high priority. But even in that last game, when Baus made life as hard as possible for his jungler by dying on loop, Velia was still able to go into the enemy jungle, take objectives. He's able to steal objectives in game 1. He's been a really consistently good player. Rekkles takes the love tunnel to safety. It's Valentine's Day. Nemesis maybe coming in on the flank. Crowley's actually popped the ultimate here. Santorin does have the paranoia to turn the lights off. Doesn't hit onto the tower. And immediately they just follow up onto the Orianna. Caught by the fear. Nemesis goes down. Maddie gets another kill. Now Crowley's the one being locked down. Can they get him away? Tunnel to safety. Velia gets caught out a little bit, but he's able to make his way out to safety as well. As it looks like the Herald is going to be the attention here for NORD. I don't know if Los Ratones can stop this.
I feel like that was a great engagement. That was 4 ultimates committed by NORD just to kill Nemesis, but it was worth. They knew he had no flash. They pinned him down. They threw everything at him, and this time around, it results into something. They send no way down bot lane to stop Baus. They take the Rift Herald for themselves, and they have pressure over on the top side of the map. No way. I'm in a little bit of trouble here.
I think he's in some serious
no
danger.
flash.
Baus goes forwards, gets the E off onto him. No cask available though, so no way should be able to get the escape off. Rekkless tunnels the way. And Velia actually may just be stopping the recall here from Vizicachi. I mean, he's got a Kraken Slayer. Chachi hasn't actually got any resistances. He's just got a lot of health, and that's exactly what a Kraken Slayer wants to be doing. Nemesis comes in with the shields, with the lockdown. They're going to secure this kill. Chachi goes down. Shutdown picked up for Velia. Tower does fall in the mid lane. The Crowley should be able to stop a second charge from breaking out here on the Sivir while dealing with that wave. I do want to see NORD actually not put too much attention onto this gank here. Unless they can kill Velia, they're actually just going to turn their attention once again towards Nemesis, who has that shockwave if he can get it off, but he's just caught by the CC chain. Shockwave only lands onto Treats. Baus is teleported in, but Maddie's got the slows. Flashed away from the arrow here from Baus. And Los Ratones, they've still got their jungler, so they can still contest for this feat of strength.
No, this is great stuff from both teams right here. I take back what I said from Dragon. 1 apiece for both Los Ratones and NORD. And that next Dragon would be the second one for both these teams. If no way can actually stop Baus here, which he actually does. You see that Baus does not have teleport to join the fight. On the other hand, No Way doesn't have his ultimate to join. It's one of the bigger tools on this champion, especially when we're talking about area of effect. Rekkless now on the top side. No Way has sniffed it.
Oh,
Sniffing it out. Nice fear.
This is a mistake from Los Ratones, though, because now they don't have their support to stop this dragon. I mean, Velia can try to jump over the wall, that blast cone, and then flash out to safety, but it's going to be a hard one, and I think they're just going to have to give it up. So the feat of strength should go over to the side of NORD. Los Ratones just going to have to forfeit that one. And honestly, I think it was a bit of a mistake from Rekkless to make his way out to that top side. Yes, Baus was not getting the reset off, sending multiple people away from where they really should be. As now Rekkless gets himself caught out. Maybe able to get a love tunnel over the wall to break the fear. Gets the Q in. Flashes the ultimate from Maddie. Gets away to safety.
All right, a bit of a few moment from Rekkless right there. No more deathless.
Yeah, it really does feel like it's still anyone's game. Gold lead barely in the favor of Los Ratones. 1,000 up. Looks like Rekkless once again is looking for a potential gank angle, but Vizicachi, he smelt the rat. He's got the extra move speed as well. Does get caught here. However, they get the slow down. The cask is beautifully placed. The lights get turned off, but where are they going to attack? Chachi goes down. No Way's teleported in, and Santorin's ultimate, it just was a deterrent more than anything.
That was a 5-man top committed just to kill Chachi from Los Ratones right there. And pretty much turned the lights off to try and dissuade the situation. Wasn't quite the case. Velia just about getting blast going to safety.
If anything, that didn't feel like a dodge. Oh, hold on. Treats has been caught, has to flash the wall and pop the ultimate. Yeah, it felt like that wasn't a dodge from Velia. He just, like, happened to hit the blast cone as everything got thrown at him.
Lane is usually key because you get some pretty easy avenues to the river instead of having to, pinch yourself through the jungle. But Crowley might get caught here.
Crowley has flash and that barrier available to him. He's able to make a break away. The flash over the wall. X-Maddie's keeping the pressure up onto him. There's going to be the barrier, but it's not going to do anything. Shut down for Santorin. Why was Crowley so far up? He may just have lost his team that objective there. Baus is here in the area. About to get that flash back up. Velia also just skulking about within the shadows. But NORD, this unit is going to be very hard to push for, especially without Crowley. Crowley may have just thrown this one away.
This is where the series gets interesting. Because if anyone just tuned in for a super simple 3-0, isn't this more fun? This is supposedly the second best team of the NLC. Taking it up towards Los Ratones. And it looks good, and it looks competitive. 1,000 gold about is the difference between the two teams on the upper bracket final and the actual final. Then I'm very excited.
I mean, yeah, the predictions really are that this is what the final will be. It'll be NORD versus Los Ratones. And regardless of who wins this series, I think it really sets up for a potentially incredibly exciting finals. I feel like, you know, NORD, if they win this, I mean, it means we get a little bit more Los Ratones because we get knocked into the lower bracket. There's a nice little escape there from Crowny with this spell shield. But if NORD win this and they're forced into that lower bracket...
You've got maybe a cast with Baus, but usually Baus is on the side lane, so he's looking potentially for a flank to find the backline. Things like this becomes a little bit hard to engage in those fights, and as you mentioned, dictate how the game goes. Usually when you have the tools to catch someone like this one...
Love tunnel out. They're just going to put Santorin miles away from his team. His spell shield's going to fade out. He gets caught by the slow, but no more follow-up. Beautiful block from Santorin on the spell shield. Now, No Way might find himself in danger. Heartbreaker forward here from Velia. They look for the knockup. There's going to be the shockwave. Bounces on the flank. Cast comes down. That's going to be one. It's traded out, though, to 1-for-1 so far. Nemesis is eating a whole heap of damage. They've taken out Crowny. X-Matty putting the damage in. Bomber! Bounce comes forward. Secures the kill. Reckless charges forwards. Velia with the stolen Nocturne. Heartbreaker's in. Lockdowns for the kill. Still in the kill onto Velia. And now Velia gonna be run down by his own Alistair. Here's the charge forwards. Vizichachi makes the escape. Los Ratones, they just about pull that teamfight victory out.
They just up 3 items completed right now. 4-0-3.
Just for context, there's been conversations about who our 3 MVPs are. I've been saying Velia the whole time. I think this guy's been playing incredibly well, and he's on his Viego, a textbook like Velia champion, a signature champion of him, and he's having an absolutely cracking game so far. Like you said, he's the reason Los Ratones looks so good in that last team fight. He did so much work for his team, and now they're setting up for another. With that dragon spawning up in 13 seconds, they don't want to give Soul over. Knockup does connect onto Crowny, but he's popped the ultimate, but the slow is going to lay on for a while. Santorin's ultimate comes out. There's going to be a big group up, and that should just be the end of Treats. He's going to get secured already. Velia's going for the knockup. Rekkless actually found a great Cosmic Fate onto 2. Catches them out. Vizichachi's going low. This is the opening they need. Down goes Chachi. Maddie's going to try his hardest, but Baus will pop him. Double kill onto the Gragas. That might just be the game.
All right, enough nonsense. They've got 4 members alive. So much damage through that Viego as well. I think this might just be the end of content, if you will, for today, guys, because Los Ratones, they came to play. They didn't come to play silly games. They're here to win. They'll take their first inhibitor. They're looking for the wave. They've got the wave. They've got the damage. And this is it.
I don't think Treats is going to be able to do anything about this one. Los Ratones, they suffered their first loss, but they came back with a vengeance. 30 minutes on the clock. The Nexus will fall. Baus has to die on the fountain. Takes a sip. Down he goes. Nexus next to follow. NORD will be knocked into the lower bracket. But man, NORD really challenged.